Let's see. Oh, I totally forgot. I gotta turn the mushroom on, yo. Might want to move the duck a little bit too, have him in the corner this time. Yeah, that works. Alright. See how many people we see in the stream today. I hope everyone's doing alright. Here, let me move this a little closer. My cat's in the room. Let me fast. Okay. Hold on a second. I always hate kicking my cat out my room. Alrighty. I think we're good now. I might start off with something a little slower. Maybe take up the speed once we have a little bit of people showing. Get a good angle. Alright, there we go. Hello, Red Noodle. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for showing up. Thank you, I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Sky. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. I really do. Every little bit of support counts. You're really good at piano. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Wow. You guys are being really supportive, and I've only been streaming like a minute. I really do appreciate it. By the way, if you guys do have any requests and I don't know them, I will try to learn the piece for you. So, just let me know. Right now, I'm just playing some compositions that I wrote. Alright. Well, you have a good one. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. thank you everybody who is in the stream. I really do appreciate the support so early on. I do plan on streaming about 40 minutes today. It's been a little bit since I streamed. So, just trying to stay consistent. Final duet for Memorial is beautiful. Thank you so much, and welcome to the stream. I appreciate having you here. How's everybody doing today? To the 4 people in the stream. I greatly appreciate every view, so thank you. what's up? Nothing much, just playing piano. Thanks for stopping by the stream, though. Hope you're doing well. But it's annoying. I fully agree. It can be really annoying learning piano, honestly. What's up? Nice seeing you in the stream. Okay, so I mean, I think you just have to stay, dedicated. It's a lot of discipline learning piano. Like, there's gonna be days where you're gonna hate what you play, but just remember that like, people out there are gonna tell you it sounds great. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I think what I'm playing sounds terrible, but then I go live and people say it sounds really good. So you just need to find something that can boost your confidence and keep you motivated, but don't rely on that motivation too much. You do have to push yourself a little, but I'm sure you sound great on piano. I wish I could hear you, honestly. Seven people in the stream, wow. I hope everyone's doing well. Interstellar is beautiful, but I agree, it's not very complicated. I've actually never learned the piece, but like just listening to it, I've played it by ear plenty of times. It's just it's once you find the pattern, you know, it's really not that difficult. Which is why it's such a great piece, though. It's simple, but it's still like beautiful. So you know, it doesn't have to be complicated. And just play it in a different key too once you learn it. I mean, the movie's amazing. There's no arguing that. The movie's perfect. I could play it in a different key. I don't know what key the original piece is in, but like. You know? It's pretty much that funny to that. At least I believe it is. Same with songs like Pirates of the Caribbean, just. And then, you know, just follow that. It's in minor key, I think. Well, yes, but I mean, like, the key signature. Like, notation-wise is, like, how many flats, you know what I mean? Like, E flat major is what I was just playing it in. I don't think it's an E flat major, though. I'm pretty sure it actually... It might actually be... It might be that. I doubt that many beginners would play a piece that starts like that, though, so I believe it's probably only, like, one flat. So... No, that wouldn't be right. It's gotta be two. Could be. I know this is wrong for sure, but I'm just testing every key. Speaking of keys, I mean, changing up the keys of songs, like you said, minor. National Anthem sounds amazing in a minor key, I'm just saying. Huzzah! I see a duck. Yeah, the duck in the background. He's just chill. Oh, I totally forgot my camera's flipped too, so I tried reaching over here. That's funny. But, yeah, he just kind of watches over y'all, making sure you don't say anything mean in the comments, you know? He's chill though, don't worry. I kind of strangled him just now. He didn't really deserve that. He'll be fine. Yeah. Just send him back over here. Right by the mushroom in the background, too. Yeah, who doesn't love ducks? And then I can place something pretty, I guess. It's quite pretty. I've never learned the piece, but playing it by ear is always nice. I do love playing a lot of songs by ear. Although I think I should learn more of them for sure. Learn how to play them properly. 4 likes in the stream is pretty solid. 25 minutes. I'll keep streaming for about 15 more. I think I'll go on to 40 minutes. Fancy, honest. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I know you're not lying. Yeah, thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Fancy though? Definitely not. I'm far from it. Trust me. Like, my technique is very sloppy. I am self-taught, so I don't... I'm not saying that's an excuse, but my technique definitely is not refined anywhere near. Sounds good, keep it up. I'm a self-taught pianist too. Oh wow, that's great. And I will. Thank you very much for your support. I bet you sound great, by the way. Really wish I could see some of your stuff. How long have I been playing? I've been playing about 5-ish years. What is the best way to becoming self-taught? Who should I learn from online? Ooh. Okay, so definitely use YouTube if as a like a platform to guide yourself on. There's a lot of reliable people. I cannot name any at the top of my head, but I can make a post about it on my channel after this live because I am subscribed to a few people that I do really like. And you just set aside time, make a realistic goal for yourself. So maybe 10 minutes, then 15, then 20, and work your way up every single day around the same time if you can. Be consistent and just try and find your motivation for one. Find that thing that keeps you going. Like, why do you want to learn piano, right? And then make sure that you stay consistent with it and try and, discipline yourself a little bit. So don't overwork yourself because after like the first hour, you're not really learning anything anymore. Like if you're practicing a piece for over 30 minutes without a break, you're gonna get tired out, you're gonna start making mistakes. And keep in mind, you're not gonna be good at first, but do not let that distract you from what you can be, because I've been down many times listening back on myself and thinking, wow, I sound terrible. But it's just you have to know where you want to go and just stay consistent. I used to watch those vids of the notes falling and practice note for note. Same here. Consistency. I also had a guitar music background, which helped. Yes, so if you have music in the background, that's a great idea, by the way. I have actually used that before. Listen to the music that you are learning, and do not start composing music without having practiced original pieces first. Start on easy pieces. I recommend Bach. He has some good pieces you can start on, especially really slow ones. And just start out in 4/4 time, maybe 3/4 if you want to, but avoid things like 6/8 time because then you get more technical. And just uh, really, it's consistency and dedication. You have to know you're dedicated to it. Thank you very, very much. It means a lot. I'm grateful. Watching from Moscow. Ooh, okay. That's very cool. Well, hello. From, from, I can't really say where I'm from. But I'm definitely not from Moscow. But that's very cool. And no problem. I appreciate you being in live. So, thank you very much. Um, I don't know whether or not I have the time yet to make a video on how to start writing your own music, but I do practice a lot of times writing music. And if you want to start out, you actually, writing covers of songs is a great way to start out in writing and composing your own music. Canon in D for Elise and River Flows and You were my first two pieces. Canon in D is a great one. Which helps with left hand, yes, and right hand dexterity and arpeggios, understanding piano theory as well, exercising common finger. So, music theory is going to be complicated, but I'm still learning, by the way. I have not taken any courses. I'm still pretty young in my high school year. But I do plan on taking music theory courses when I can, but so far I've been teaching myself online, and it's as simple as sitting down for 15 minutes. That's all it takes. 15 minutes a day. That's all you need to put in, and just have a sheet of paper and a pen, and write down any key details that stand out to you, in pieces, right? And then studying music theory too. So study the circle fifths, obviously, and different keys and time signatures. But in pieces there will be complicated parts, and usually those really difficult parts in music have so much in there that you can learn from. So I suggest just write stuff down that sticks out to you, and in the future you'll look back and see different techniques that you might not have noticed before. I gotta go, but I'd love to stay in contact and support each other, man. Keep it up. Loved hopping on this live and hear you play. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm very happy that you decided to show up and stop by. I hope you have a good one. I have, while my faster pieces obviously are fairly sloppy, I'm not gonna try and say that they're good. I have been composing a lot of marching music, so I actually have a big project of writing an entire marching show with visuals and everything that I will post within the next month and a half. That's kind of my deadline. But my slow pieces, I try and add a lot of technical things too, and even like key changes. So, like. And I've actually uploaded this piece on my channel before, and just decided to title it Restrained. Thank you very much. But I think if you do want to start writing music, do not try. You, I mean, it doesn't hurt trying to give it a shot when it comes to composing faster music, such as like, you know, uh, like pieces that go in presto tempo. You know, they go like 168 ish. Um, but I think starting with slower pieces allows actually more room for you to add technically challenging passages and some chromatic things too, like you know that part right there. I think if that was a fast piece, it'd sound good. But then it's just it crosses a line where it's almost impossible to play, especially for newer people. And I really do like writing pieces for newer audiences to be able to play, or people who are still learning piano that show off like technical things. So if you do want to write music, I do suggest starting slow and making like waltzes, for example. I love writing waltzes. They're almost as simple as you can get, but at the same time as technical as you can get, because simplicity is once you've mastered simplicity in your pieces and making that have soul to it, you'll have no problem writing faster, more challenging pieces. And that's something like Chopin, for example. He mastered the art of writing in simplicity and making even his easiest pieces so technically advanced for his time. And so definitely study some Chopin. He's up there in composers that I would give some looks into. Yeehaw! I mean, very random emojis there from I Love Coral. Thanks for showing up in the stream, by the way. Oh wow, we've got 6 people in here right now. 5 likes too. I mean, I did just pass 40. I did say I was going to cut it off here, but I think I would continue for about 10 more minutes. It always goes pretty well around the 50-minute mark, so I'm going to see how we do. Maybe I'll do like some jazz improv. I should spam your Discord. You should not spam my Discord. They can hear that on the stream actually if you do that. I totally forgot to silence my phone. So if you do that, they'll definitely hear it. Let's see. Probably like some jazz. Good slow piece that I love is, what in the world? Did you actually, you spam my Discord? Wow. Okay. Well, you have fun with that. Play something like Creep by Radiohead. The piano didn't know it could be playing like this, but you just motivated me big time. Keep up the good work. Honestly, you're motivating me too. I mean, if people, if you really think that I sound good enough to ask me for advice, I think you're the one motivating me here. So I appreciate you just as much. You're so welcome. For what? Spamming my Discord? Next thing I know, you're gonna start doxing me to my audience. By the way, do not do that. Do not dox me to my audience. The reason I don't show my face. Probably play some Creep by Radiohead's beautiful, honestly. This is kind of what I mean when I say like cover pieces that you love. And then I can mix it with like Steven Universe. So it's like in the same key. I don't know where you live. That's, I mean, that's a good thing. Let's keep it that way. You definitely don't have to know. Thank you for the emoji spamming. I totally forgot that was a YouTube feature, I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of YouTube features, how does anybody know how you get into that program so people can donate to you? Because I am not trying to sound like I'm money hungry, okay? I'm not trying to make money just yet. But just out of curiosity, is there like, am I gonna get an email from YouTube once I hit a certain threshold or something? How do you get into that? Because I've seen smaller creators with the ability to take donations before. Or do I? Not serious? I don't know. At this point, you might know where I live. Maybe you go to YouTube Studio. I know it's something to do with that, but I'm just... And, like, do a survey thing. Ah. Alright, I'll try and check that out. Maybe. I've been wondering how I'm supposed to join that. Because I think I would maybe get a few donations here and there. I think I could try. You know? It's always worth a shot. What's the worst that could happen? Someone takes money from me? ChatGPT. Honestly, I don't use ChatGPT just because of one, the environmental issues. But if I start telling people that I use AI for anything, I think people are gonna start thinking and accusing me of using it when writing music, which is a big reason I haven't used AI. And like I could easily disprove that I use it to write music because I mean I don't think I have to explain it. Like AI cannot write music. And I would write an entire research paper on it if I had to, but I just don't want to have to do that. Live, love, chat GPT. Oh my goodness. I promise this is not the right channel you guys want to spread chat GPT love on. This is not the right channel you guys want to be on spreading chat GPT love. But yeah, I don't want to face accusations when I hopefully one day become, bigger on the platform, and people want to say, he uses AI for this. What's stopping him from using AI for music? The fact that they can't write music is what's stopping me. AI cannot write music. It's been done before. I think I'm definitely gonna cut the stream off here. It's about 50 minutes ish. I think it's a good time to stop it. Thank you everyone who did stop by the live stream though. I greatly appreciate anyone who showed up. Even just viewing the streams. Big. Every little bit of support counts. So you guys have a good one. Goodbye.